From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Mexico City Diablos. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Levine. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. I don't even know why this team showed up. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. 26.
From the 27, Watson, man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Watson now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Reset. 19. Take it. Check.
On 3rd down, Levine. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Down. AT Gator. Pick it up. Hey, seam 6. 4-1's Mike. 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to White. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's...
We own nil. 42.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, Zoo, sit.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Keep it up, guys. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Protein spill. Smith. All day, punt. 41's the mic. 41. Ready.
2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs.
They'll run on first down. Levine, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Where's that? 19! 34!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 12, Watson got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 31. Hey, let's get that home. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Check 41. Watch the slant.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Levine. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
24. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Short. Another time. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Look. Alert.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down.
Hey, Delta. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught. This is White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
41's Mike. Let's get the ball. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check. 40. Get it.
Looking to throw. He's got White here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, echo.
3 down. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. I'm on. 41 Mike.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the ready.
51. In your face.
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Open man is QT. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain, how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies, and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
Ready? Look, squeeze.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Yes.
Let go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I smell fear down, he's coming. Mike 47. Mike, check. 47 Mike. Mike 47. He can't hang.
To throw is Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Both sevens to Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Here's the tap. 19. 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 19. 24.
They'll try the left side. Levine. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go, team.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Houston.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Levine. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Mexico City. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Levine, and boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Bravo.
Check 53's Mike.
They'll set up the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Lambo on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Seventeen 17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go, man.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Switch, switch, switch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks, cracks. Check, check, check.
They'll try the left side. Levine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tony Brown there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Third and long.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
It's just me and you. It's just hard. It's just me and you. Go, go. Mike 5-4. Record.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Topper! Topper!
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Shoot!
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to White. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Go!
51 the mic. Exit, exit. Mike 51. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. There he will find Davis. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's grabbed over the middle by White. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready, set.
41's the mic. I'm coming after you.
You draw quarter.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Five. Ready, ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Now.
2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Come on, boy. 51.
Go.
Come on, baby. Woo!
Let go.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Go! First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. 30 base.
All day. All day. Like 22.
Hey, exit.
Big stop.
Lead driven.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
22. Silver.
Hey!
Roy. Like 22.
Looking to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, my 7.
Now back to throw. He's got White here. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Watson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Set. 50, plant.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.